Hello my dear Armenians, these are the news from Western Armenia, especially for you. Western Armenia's Indigenous Armenians, historic injustice and international responsibility. Armenak Abrahamyan, Diamond Generation, a new national education model. They promised but forgot. Unexpected encounter in Van, how Lake Van preserved history. Indelible plain. The Baku Massacres in survivors' memory. Khavits, a sacred Armenian tradition. For generations, the indigenous Armenians of Western Armenia and Artsakh have faced violations of their land, culture, language, and human rights from the Ottoman massacres and genocide to the recent forced displacement of Artsakh. Women and girls were especially targeted, suffering sexual violence, forced conversion, slavery, and separation from their children, leaving deep social and psychological scars. International law calls for recognition, reparation, safe return, and protection of affected communities. Yet, Armenian land and cultural rights in Western Armenia remain unrecognized, and in Artsakh community life and heritage protection have been disputed after displacement. This history highlights the international community's responsibility to recognize the violations, ensure justice, and prevent their repetition. The Diamond Generation model aims to shape a strong, patriotic, and educated new generation. The diamond symbolizes strength, purity, and high value. Key areas: national identity and history, STEM and scientific excellence, moral and psychological development, teacher leadership, community-based schools, strategic and state-oriented thinking, early talented development. The goal is to raise creative, responsible young leaders ready to serve their country. The issue of guaranteeing official status to the relatives of the victims of September 25, 2023 fueled desperate expression in Artsakh remains unresolved. This was stated by Artsakh State Minister Nejde Iskandarian in an interview with isor.am. He said many families face serious social problems. He mentioned a single mother with 2 children who could not pay rent for 2 months and become homeless. After a rally last year, officials promised to resolve the issue and all documents were submitted. However, the process has not moved forward. We were deceived. A promise was made, but no action was taken while human lives are at stake, he said, adding that the Deputy Prime Minister's office no longer responds to his calls. On February 13, an endangered Yerevan lynx was seen crossing the Arax River in the Gyurpanar district of Van province. Veteran Serhan Turolu recorded that animal on his phone while traveling on duty. After reaching the other bank, the lynx quickly disappeared. Experts say the lynx is a rare protected species and such footage is important for wildlife research and conservation. Lake Van in Western Armenia is the world's largest soda lake. Its water is highly alkaline and salty, creating conditions where most organisms cannot survive. In 2017, divers discovered large stone walls, 3 to 4 meters high, on the lake bed. Researchers cannot take them to ancient kingdom of Urartu, about 3,000 years old. The lake's water level has changed many times over history, sometimes covering settlements. Its chemical environment slows decay, helping preserve historical remains. Only one fish species lives there, the Van pearl mullet. In spring, millions migrate to freshwater rivers to lay eggs since they cannot survive in salty water. Lake Van remains both a national laboratory and a historical archive. The images and fears of Baku massacres remain a permanent part of survivors' memories. This tragedy still affects their lives and highlights the importance of protecting human rights and preserving historical truth. Historian Lia Babayan noticed that survivors' testimonies are not only personal stories, but also a lesson for society to remember the past and prevent similar tragedies. Khavits is a traditional Armenian sweet porridge from wheat flour. It is often prepared to help new mothers regain strength and is linked to Armenian agricultural traditions. Preparation: roasted wheat flour in oil until golden. Add hot sugar syrup while stirring and cook until thick. Add fresh cream and bring to boil. Garnish with cinnamon, pomegranate, and nuts. Khavits symbolizes Armenian culinary tradition, combining nutrient, culture, and folk medicine. If you have any questions or want to learn more, you can visit our official link. Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow.